Have you ever noticed how we're taught to wait? Wait until you're ready. Wait until you're confident. Wait until you have it all figured out. Today I'm going to show you why the best leaders do the exact opposite. They move forward while afraid. And I've learned this lesson in the most unexpected way. I want you to picture this: a stable job as a professional interpreter, a clear path ahead. Everything looks perfect on paper. But there was a whisper, this persistent tug towards something more. That gentle whisper calling me towards something bigger. Even though the spotlight made me disappear, it made me want to disappear. You see, I was comfortable in my own calling until a moment caught me off guard, pushing me into the spotlight I hadn't prepared for. Even as a professional interpreter, that same tension followed me. I was doing what I love and what I was meant to do. But something felt incomplete. That nagging feeling that there was something out there that was more, that was bigger, waiting. It kept tugging at my heart. But let me share something powerful about confidence. It's not a prerequisite for action. It's a result of it. And when I quit my job to teach that class, I wasn't confident. I was terrified. Did I know anything about running a business? Not at all. But what I knew was how to bridge worlds. I knew how to connect people. I knew about serving with purpose. And I did what most of you do when you have to take a big leap. I sought validation, maybe even hoping that someone would talk me out of it. I approached my coworker, my husband, about this wild idea about quitting my job to teach sign language. But instead of them pushing back, I found their support. And that is when fear really kicked in for me, because now I had no more excuses. But here's what I learned about leadership. Start small, but start now. Let action reveal the next step. Build momentum through motion. Trust the whisper calling you to more, and embrace the spotlight as a tool for impact. That first class, it packed out. And there I was, someone who once shied away from attention, was standing in front of a room of eager students. But something interesting happened. Each class built a little bit more confidence. Each success created a little bit more courage. And one class led to another. Then came a deaf ministry. Then came a nonprofit. Each step bigger than the last one. Each one requiring more visibility, more leadership, more of me stepping into the spotlight I once avoided. But here's where it gets real. Growth isn't about being comfortable, because friends stepped away, board members left, and those moments of doubt, they all came rushing in like a tidal wave. Who am I to do this? Am I really qualified? Can I really lead this? The truth is those questions never fully go away. But what changed is how you respond to them. That same fear that once made me hesitate because of my compass, I learned something powerful. Fear isn't always telling you to stop. Sometimes it's pointing you to exactly where you need to go. But this is where faith comes in. Because here's the thing. It's just a step. It's just your first step. Faith shows us what's possible. But it turns into possibility within reality. And then into reality. But that's where enable comes in. Because without faith, without action is just a dream. And it doesn't come, I don't come here today just to tell you to dream. I came here to help you do. So years later, when the opportunity came for me to work with the city government, guess what gave us credibility? Not our perfect plans, but our proven action. The classes we taught, the lives that we impacted, the community that we built, one action at a time. But I have an action formula for you for moving forward while you're afraid. Choose one thing that scares you but calls you. Make it small enough so you can do this week. Set a specific day and time. Tell someone who's going to hold you accountable. Document your progress. Celebrate small wins. And use fear as your compass. Each step reveal the next. When I look back at my journey from the first class to the city partnership, every major milestone started with one simple action. Not when we felt ready, but when I decided to be ready. When that first sign language class began, I never imagined that it would lead to government partnerships, that I would be shaping the citywide understanding, that an impact would grow from individuals to institutions, and that I would be helping leaders transform their relationship with fear, that I would be teaching a visible leadership class, and that it would only hold 50 spots for the workshop because of the demand. I remember watching that first student sign to that neighbor, and years later watching the city employees transform their understanding about the deaf culture. Different moments, same truth. Enabling change starts small, but grows beyond what we can imagine. So what if that thing that you're waiting on, that you're waiting to be ready for, actually is waiting for you to take action? What if confidence isn't a prerequisite for leadership, but rather the result of leading despite your fears? Every small step enables future possibilities. Every class, every workshop, every conversation plants seed of transformation that might bloom years later. That gentle whisper calling you towards something bigger, it's not going away. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly as it should be. But right now, I want you to write down one small step that you can take today that might create ripples of change tomorrow. Not when you feel confident, not when you feel ready, today. Share it in the comments below, and let's start moving forward together. Because here's the truth about leadership. It's not about waiting for confidence to find you. It's about moving forward while afraid and letting your actions build confidence you seek. And if you're ready to transform your relationship with fear and step into true leadership, join me at the Visibility Leader Workshop with only 50 spots available. Now it's time to move forward while afraid, because the world doesn't need more leaders waiting to feel ready. It needs leaders willing to move forward while afraid.